When you open up the InDesign template, I just want you to take stock of your surroundings before you even get started. First is on the left side, you should see the tools. Those are all the tools that you can use to adjust things later. And then on the right side, you should have your panels. Um, I think the best ones to have open are these. They're the ones that I tend to use the most. I think properties is good because it adjusts based on what is being clicked. So if I have a rectangle out, properties will adjust and it gives you the option to fill things and have all of these different options and align in Pathfinder if you scroll down. Um, and if you have text, a text box open, then it adjusts based on that. So I think properties is generally a useful window just because it adapts to what you're doing. I think color is good to have. Swatches I like to have open, even though if you have properties open, it's not necessary. And then I also find it's good to have pages open. You'll see that in this document there are two pages. There's one which has nothing, and two which has the address lines, the place for a stamp, and this indicating where the halfway mark is. Something to note is that if you want to change the orientation of one of the pages, you should keep this that or the horizontal landscape orientation as part of the function of the postcard. But if you want to make a vertical or portrait oriented design on the front, you can do that. And you can see in properties that you can change the orientation. Trouble with doing it that way is now it changed the orientation for both pages 1 and 2. So let's change it back. What you can do is choose this page tool. It's the third one. It's underneath the direct selection tool. And now we can choose page 1 and it will only change the orientation of that first page. So I think that's pretty cool. And then you can do a portrait artwork on one side and keep this landscape. That's not necessary. It's just nice to know that it's an option. I'm actually just going to change it back by going back to page and then changing it back. And I think that other than pages, it's good to have layers open. If you're going to end up doing a collage, then having a bunch of layers definitely makes that easier. And then the other thing that you should have open is links. Once you start putting artwork into InDesign, links will be very valuable to have open. So that's what you should look out for when you are starting to create your artwork.